She-Hulk actress Jamila Jamil makes a tweet and basically says, hey, I don't care if She-Hulk sucks. I don't care if people don't like it. I got paid. I got to do what I wanted, and that's all that matters, okay? There's a lot to dive into in this video, so let's just hop right into it. Okay, so Jamila Jamil first made this tweet. Obviously, there's a ton of backlash about She-Hulk. I made videos about it. I don't like it. I have a ton of issues with it. I feel like it's just this big man-hating show that is committing a lot of the big problems that a lot of modern shows in general are also doing, and kind of preaching this woke message at us, and trying to make people fall into more of a victim mindset and all that sort of thing. So I don't like it, even beyond just that, because when it comes to stuff that is more on the woke side of entertainment, if it's entertaining, sometimes that can happen. Sometimes it does happen. I like The Batman, for example. That movie was a bit woke, but I still really liked it because I thought it was a good movie. That's my opinion on it anyway. So, there's some sort of flexibility to be had here. If the product is actually good, you can kind of get over some stuff, even if it's stupid. But in this case, we have a show that is not funny, no good action going on in it, not entertaining, not any of that, and it is forcing this stupid message on us. So it's just, yeah, as you can imagine, a lot of backlash going on with this. And Jamila Jamil is addressing that now and says, as a huge Marvel fan, I have loved making this show. It's for the people this genre forgot all these years, and those people love it and thank us every day. We didn't stick to any old formula, and we still made it to #1 in the ratings. And we had a blast making it madness, okay? A couple things going on with this. Firstly, when she says it's made for people this genre forgot about all these years, who exactly is she talking about with that? Is she talking about women? Is she talking about who? I don't know. So it sounds like she's talking about women and didn't outright say it, which I think is ridiculous because I've already said it before. Like, if you make a good movie, people are going to like it regardless. And when you look at there's some people who like different genres than others, and a lot of that, can fall under, some, like men might like, more men are prone to liking action movies than women, for example, but there still is some crossover, and if something is good, women can still enjoy it. To me, I don't feel like this show is for me. I don't like it. I feel like this show is trying to tell me what kind of mindset I'm supposed to have, in a more victim mindset with this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like it's actually for me because I don't enjoy it. It's not entertaining. So anyway, that's one thing. And then another problem with this is we still made it to #1. Okay, this is her source for She-Hulk being #1, okay? She-Hulk attorney at law tops weekly Whip US streaming originals chart. And then she's got the link right here. And this is the list. Notice, Rings of Power is #5 on it. I was curious where that would be on this. So this is what they've rounded up, okay? But as pointed out by this Twitter user, Lyndon, there is this snippet right here. It says, TV Time, a Whip Media company, is the world's largest TV and movie tracking app. With 23 million global users, rankings are determined by streaming original TV series with the greatest share of views in the given week among a balanced panel of the specified country's users of the TV Time app. Okay? So I guess what this basically means is that, and the way that she's making it look like is that, okay, this is just #1 across the board, but this is just metrics we're getting from the TV Time app. So I don't know. I mean, you see other people making tweets and stuff about showing a bunch of different stuff. Like this, for example, this one is showing Rings of Power as the #1 streaming thing with no She-Hulk on this list at all. Not even in the top 10. You're seeing all kinds of different images, different data. And so it's like, I don't know what to believe. Heck, I really don't know. I don't know if it's performing great or not. I just know it sucks. That's all I really know. But this is what we're going with. And then she made this tweet where she said, waiting for the final episode of She-Hulk like. Okay? And then someone said, all that buildup of 20-minute episodes for nothing to happen. You won't be seeing a season 2, a 2-season Fry. And I agree with this. It has been a lot of episodes that have done absolutely nothing. There's no like concrete obstacle, no concrete villain here. In my opinion, it seems like the villain is like this online, almost like they are making their version of social commentary YouTubers or entertainment commentary YouTubers, like The Quartering, Critical Drinker, Drunk 3PO, myself, like stuff like the Geeks and Gamers, Peeps, like everybody who's involved in like this space. It's almost like they're trying to paint out the YouTubers as the real villains here, which is hilarious. But it also shows to me that a lot of these big corporations and companies are obviously feeling pretty threatened, or they wouldn't even be addressing us in the first place, let alone literally making a mock-up version of what we do in their TV shows and trying to knock down the critics that way. So that's interesting. So anyway, he says this, Mr. Sandman does, and to which she replies, dude, who cares? I got to live my dream and be in a Marvel project and to go to events where I got to meet all my favorite Marvel stars and talk to them about their movies. And I got paid. My cup is full, but how is your life going? I do think this was kind of dumb. I think this was like this definitely wasn't the high ground to take in this scenario. And there's a lot of issues with this kind of statement. First of all, she's basically saying, who cares if you're not entertained by the show? Who cares if the show isn't delivering a good story? I got my bag type thing. And the funny thing about it is, because I actually do have somewhat mixed feelings on this, because if, as an actor, their job is to they need to pick up work. They need to pick up stuff that's going to, keep them relevant and also, make money because they got bills to pay just like anybody else does. As people who are actors looking for work, there might be some projects that you see it with all kinds of actors. You see it where, okay, this movie is a terrible movie, but they still take it on, because money. Hey, they're getting their bag. So I'm not even totally against that whole mindset, as long as an actor doesn't feel like they are going against like their own morals or something to get that money. That hey, get your bag. That's fine. This isn't even that bad of a mindset to have in general, but to just outright up and say that to somebody and then say, but how is your life going? She's in a position here where she really could take the high road. And why are you addressing some rando on Twitter and putting down a random person on Twitter to try to build yourself up? I mean, girl, you're in the position here where you are on the show. You are a celebrity at some capacity. I don't completely know what she does, but regardless, do you really have to stoop and say that? It's just not very... It's not really in good taste, in my opinion. So, yeah. And I think when it comes to this kind of project and when it comes to She-Hulk and the message behind She-Hulk, it doesn't really seem like something that she would be against in general, because she is extremely woke from what I've been seeing. And hey, that's her. She's allowed to be woke. I think it's like I'm against the whole agenda and all that kind of stuff, as you've seen on my channel. But hey, so she made this tweet not long ago. And she said, I accidentally misgendered someone who was rude to me on here because I did not know they were non-binary. I instantly corrected myself, but nobody reads your bios, people, because you know how they always tell us, put your pronouns in your bio, how they're trying to enforce that with people. Please, she says, include your pronouns in your name on here to prevent misunderstanding/offense. It's important to you. And she puts her pronouns here on the name portion of her Twitter. And then this dude, he came back with a pretty great response. He goes, Dear trans people, Jamila Jamil has issued a decree on how not to be misgendered. Let us all now obey our cisgender ally overlord. Which is funny. I think this is one reason why, when it comes to this movement in general, is that they eat each other alive. Like, you can never do anything fully right. And that's because it's kind of turned into a religion, but it's a very, man-made, modern religion that they've just created and that they're following. And the rules are changing constantly. There's no concrete rules. At least with my faith as a Christian, like, I got my Bible, you know what I mean? Okay, these are my rules. They're consistent. I need to be accountable to what I have there. And this kind of situation, though, with the rules changing of the woke religion, this stuff ends up happening. Then you get eaten alive by your own peeps. And yeah, it's just a giant mess. I think that ultimately, at the end of the day, this whole tweet rant that she went on, the way she's addressing other people and stuff, I think she should take the higher road in this situation. At least say hi, Coltrane. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But in terms of if she was happy to take this role, especially when it comes to Marvel, that at least before Marvel went all like stupid like they have been, it was a very coveted thing for anyone to be a part of any Marvel project. So, people are going to have critics, and you just got to find that balance between, are you going to spend all your time trying to own your critics? Then it shows that obviously they are getting to her. So she should have just let this go, in my opinion. But hey, it's what it is. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.